Wait a minute. I miss my chocolate covered kisses. Hope you smile when you listen. I'm not on no games. Who's on your mind? Who's got your time? No. Oh, I didn't even see these. Hi guys. I didn't see your flags and Sigma. I didn't see you. I didn't see your notes. Okay. Yes. Who's on your mind? Who's got your time? Hey Isha. I miss my chocolate covered kisses. Hope you smile when you listen. Competing for attention in your life. I'm not on no games. Who's on your mind? Who's got your time? I might sound a little stuffy because my sinus is bothering me. And then if you see me, if the live goes quiet, it's because I'm gonna cough or blow my damn nose. Hold on. Okay. Yes. Okay, so the first person that I see for free is Isha. Okay, Isha, let me know that you're here. Hey, Empress! Girl, why do I don't know why I didn't get your notification. Let me go see. Let me go see, because I don't be getting what's going on. I say, what's going on? What's going on? Okay, I see you. I see you. I see you. Okay, my love, go ahead. Give me your question. I see it. I see it, babe. No, when I said let me go see, I mean no, nothing to do with you. With my notifications. I don't know why I'm not getting them. Oh shit. Let's see, girl. Let's see. Let's see. What's being said about you right now? Fuck what's being said. But anywho, let's see. What did I hear? Something went down. Something I heard something gone down. I didn't hear something went down. I heard something gone down. And I heard the word purpose. Purpose. Sexual. I don't know. Let's see. What's being said behind closed doors right now about Empress? What's being said? There's something about being happy. The Four of Wands. What's being said? Something about celebrating. What's being said about you behind closed doors? We have the Ten of Cups. Um, what's being said about you behind closed doors? We have the Emperor. Okay. This could be something about a relationship. Have you decided to give somebody a chance or something? Or somebody could be talking about somebody who's interested in you. Um, but if it's not about relationships, it could be about somebody in a leadership position. Tell me more. Clarify. Tell me. Clarify this Emperor for me. The Ten of Coins. These some good damn coins. These some good coins. Girl, these some good coins. Whatever negative is being said right now, it looked like it doesn't matter because, honey, it's more positive. Okay. Let me see what you're saying. Don't tell me too much. Let me just see what you're saying. What are you saying? What's being said? I didn't want to spoil nothing. There's oh, that's why I made my profile. Okay, don't tell me nothing else. Don't tell me nothing else. But I'm gonna tell you what's being said. There is some conversation. It could be around romance, but let's delve a little deeper. What's being said about you right now? Six of Wands. There's something about you winning. You have Six of Wands is winning. Four of Wands is celebration. 10 of Cups is being balanced emotionally, feeling good, feeling on your feet. I'm walking on sunshine. Hey, and don't you feel good? 10 of Pentacles is basically being in a very stable place. So what's being said about you right now is that you're stable, you're winning, things are looking up for you, things are working out for you, you're being progressive. People are saying that they see a lot of success in you, or they see you becoming very successful. Um, there could be a man in a leadership role. It doesn't have to be a man, it could just be somebody in a leadership role who expects the 10 of Pentacles from you. They see you as success. This person, I don't know why this headdress is important to me, but the headdress is standing out. So this person may wear a headdress when they're in their official role. Okay. What's being said? We have the Nine of Cups, girl. It's good stuff. Okay. This is how I'm gonna take this. It's either a lot ain't being said, but people could be sensing that you have a lot going on in a good way, like a lot of good things. Nine of Cups, your wish coming true. Four of Wands, you're happy. 10 of Pentacles, your coins could be getting more. You could be given an opportunity. Six of Wands is winning. I see something about you staying above the drama, okay? Because it ain't important. I just heard it ain't important, okay? People are amazed of how grounded you are. I feel like you second guess your strength. You don't know how strong you are. You second guess your strength sometimes. But whatever is being said that's negative, because I don't see it here, you are staying above it. And maybe that's why I'm not picking up on it. Because look at this. Look at this Six of Wands. You notice that this winner has the Ace of Wands, which is victory, right? Success in his hand. And you have 5 wands beneath him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of Wands is drama, it's competition, it's arguments, it's discord. These people have like red on their heads, so they are bothered. Red is hot, right? So they are bothered. But this winner has a cool head, blue, very blue, deep blue, cool as a cucumber, cool as ice. Okay, this winner ain't got no time for these fuckery. This winner just ain't focused on them. This winner is focused on this golden wands. You feel it? So yeah, you're staying right now. You're staying above the drama, honey. So you don't even need to know what these 5 ones are. They are insignificant. These 5 ones are very insignificant. It could be 5 people. They are insignificant. Okay. And I just heard my significant other. So, honey. Okay. All right. Hello. This is the best friend. Wait. Let me see what you're saying. I'm hiding from everybody. This is the best friend I've gotten in a long time. Girl, tell me about it. These are good quads. I do have a lot going on. That's why I made my profile private. Like it's happening so fast. You shouldn't even think it's fast. You know how this thing works. Yes. I avoided drama. Yes. A lot of girls have asked me for coffee dates. So they probably sent it too because, intuition. But yes, I'm keeping my peace. Yes. A 6 of 1 card is sending me because normally I'd ask to tap into the drama, but not today. Ooh, look at my girl! If it comes out, it comes out. If it comes out, it comes out, but we ain't forcing nothing. You feel me? We ain't what forcing nothing. We ain't what forcing nothing. We ain't forcing nothing. And nice. I said nice. We ain't what forcing nothing. We ain't what. Hold on. Who's on your mind? Who's got your time? Fearless Isha, Lady A. Okay, so Isha, are you here? Isha. I feel like I'm using my angel oracles for the oracle messages today. Blackout. What does blackout mean? All right, Isha, universe, what do you need Isha to hear today? I just want one. I just want one card and it fly out. And the card fly out. I just want one card and it fly out. And the card fly out. We have the Chariot. Okay, moving on. It says an important achievement, self-discipline and willpower, public recognition. So get ready to possibly move somewhere. There's something about, the Chariot could speak about your car. Even though I read the words of the card, I didn't feel any pull to them. My eyes were pulled to the horses on the Chariot. And horses could speak to horsepower. I don't know if you need to get a new car or you need to pay attention to something to your car if you have a car. It's something about car that's coming through strongly. Okay? But overall, the Chariot does speak to moving forward or moving on. Now, let me look at the words on the card. It says public recognition. You could be getting recognized in public. But once again, when I say public recognition, I'm seeing a car in my head. So I don't know if something is going to happen out in the public as it relates to your car. Hopefully it's something good, all right? And you need to exercise self-discipline at this time if you want to achieve your goals. All right, my love? That's what I'm picking up on. Hey, walking divinely highly favored. That's right. I still have one. Yes, you do. You do. I still have one that you didn't do for me. Yes, you do. Yes, definitely need a car in general. Oh, yeah, because even though the words on this card says an important achievement. So you may be getting the car soon. Even though the words were there, when I saw the Chariot, I saw a car in my head. Okay. If you guys are new here, sorry I may sound a little nasally. My sinus is bothering me, okay? Okay, so let me check for number. Let me check for that one. Gab. Okay, so let me just make sure that's the one you want answered. It's about what was realized about the situation, the other situation. Light in the world. Hey, light in the world. So just write free to get on the free list. It's a free oracle reading today. If you would like it personal, you'd have to donate. My pleasure, my love. Hey, Mary Kay. What's up? Um, where is Divinely Favored? Divinely Favored, do you want me to answer um his realization as it relates to the other situation? Let me see what you're saying. Okay, I see your okay. Yeah. My phone died actually. Where's Divinely Favored? Maybe she stepped away. Um, somebody's gonna do a favor for you. Okay? Somebody's about to do a favor for you. I just heard favor ain't fair. Favor ain't fair, but it sure is fabulous. So that's the question you want me to answer. I just want to make sure about their realization as it relates to that situation. Sorry, guys, if I sound nasally, it's because my sinus is bothering me. Well, it's getting better. Let me not say bothering me. It's getting better. Yes, okay. What have you realized? Since you've been seeking divine clarity, what have you realized? What have you realized? Knight of Wands, I need to move on. What have you realized? Two of Swords, but I'm not sure. What have you realized? The Strength card. I feel like something is holding me back. Every time I try to leave, something keeps pulling me back, telling me I need you in my life. Every time I try to go, something keeps pulling me back, What have you realized about the situation? The Eight of Coins. There is some self work that I need to put in. I need to start self reflecting. I usually don't see my role in the demise of relationships. I usually blame other people, but since I've been seeking divine clarity, I'm noticing that there's some stuff that I've done that have made situations worse. And so now I'm checking myself. Tell me more. What have you realized? Two of Cups. I'm not sure that this is love. Is this love? Is this love? Is this love? Love that I'm feeling. I'm not sure if it's love. At one point I thought it was, but I'm not sure at this point. Yeah. Like I split the deck and this is what I see. Yeah, this connection ain't built on clarity. This connection actually came to bring about major transformation with the death card. This connection is serving me, but it's not benefiting me in the sense of a love relationship, but it's benefit me in the sense of waking me up to certain realization about myself. It's showing me that there's some immaturity that I have as it relates to love and emotions. And I've been deceiving myself for a long time. And if I want to have a long term marriage with somebody, I'm going to have to change. And I don't feel like this long term marriage is with this person. So I need to be done. I feel like I need to stop weighing my options because I'm hiding the truth of what's going on with me. The truth is I've been done a long time ago and I've just not been moving on. But I feel like it's time because this ain't getting no better. So that's what they've realized about that situation. This ain't getting no better, babe. It ain't what I thought. Um, I'm here, yes. Interesting. It's not built from clarity. Exactly. And anything built from confusion is failure. There you go, divinely favored. It's not built on clarity. It's built on sand. The foundation of the connection is weak. So when the trials of life comes, the sand is going to wash away. But you know what? That's how he kind of liked it. That's why he liked the long distance relationships. Because when you're in a long distance relationship, you don't really face the winds of life because you're not in a day-to-day connection with the person up close and personal. You're in just a communication day to day. You could say anything over the phone. You could say any freaking thing over the phone. But when somebody's in your face, seeing your micro reactions to things, moving with you throughout your day, then they know who the true person is. And he doesn't want that. He doesn't, well, he did not want that in the past. But he's changing. Interesting. I know he's there. Yeah, he's changing, babe. Most definitely he's changing. Every time you try to leave, something keeps pulling me back, telling me I need you in my life. Um, Lady A, are you here? Oh, you sent two? Okay, hold on. I don't know what's going on. I'm not getting the notifications. Okay. Okay, I see you. I see you, my love. Thank you. Okay. Okay. So what's being said? What's being said about Gab? What are they saying about you to him? What are they telling? What are they telling him? What are they telling him? What are they saying? Nine of Wands. Why are you protecting yourself with this person? I don't feel like you need to protect yourself. What are they saying to him? I feel like you could have the Ten of Pentacles with this person. This could be your wife. I believe someone is saying they believe you are his wife. Someone is saying that they believe you are his perfect match. Look at these two people. They are in perfect alignment, same stance, same mindset. Actually, the woman is much more in alignment. The man is going through a transformation because you notice he's in blue and white. Okay? So the white for me is like being illuminated, a type of healing as well. So his mind is being illuminated. And we're talking about realization. Isn't that something? So his mind is going through a realization. But this woman, she's there. Look at her. She's uniformly blue. So she's been doing her work. She's been healing. Okay. And I want you to notice that the kid on here has the same garment as the man. There is something about his childhood that's blocking him, that's causing the way that he is today. And he has to address that. They could even be bringing stuff about when they were kids. They may not know that he has been scarred by things from the childhood, but they could be talking just casually about their childhoods, and he may become vulnerable. He may reveal some stuff to them that's going to surprise them. Somebody's name could be Italia, Natalia, Italia. I don't know. Ito. Ito is like Ito is a type of Jamaican food where they don't eat any meat. Anywho, what are they saying about you to him? The Queen of Swords, that you're very intelligent, that you are an asset. Like, if you lose this woman, you're a fool. What are they saying about you to him? The Four of Cups. They tell him that they think he self-sabotages because he's fearful of being hurt. He's fearful of being let down. But in the same token, he's letting the person who would be giving him his desires basically walk away from him. Because if he doesn't do something, the Eight of Cups is here. They're saying to him, if you don't do something, she's going to walk away. What are they saying to him about you? The High Priestess. They're saying to him that he needs a type of intuition in his life. The type of intuition that you carry, he needs that. And they're saying to him that they know that he's in love with you, with the King of Cups. But why is he looking away? You're looking at him. Everything else is pointing. Look at these two. Look at this King of Cups. Everything in him is pointing at this queen, except for his head. He turned his head away. His heart pointing to her. His body, his sexual energy towards her. His cup towards her. But his head, that's where the block is at. Okay? She's fully invested. Like, she's even put down her sword. She's open to him. She's open to his healing because she's wearing white. She ain't in a combative stance. She's just there waiting for him to realize, yo, look at me. But I just heard, I don't want to wait to invade for your love. It's been 3 years since I'm knocking at your door, and I still can knock some more. Ooh, boy, ooh, boy. I want to know now. Let's see, where's my other cards? I say, I don't want no way to wait for your love. What do you guys say to him about her? I don't wanna wait to invade. It says, without you, I feel lost. They're telling him that they see the benefit that you've had on his life, like the impact that you've had on his life. What are they saying to him about you? I'm going crazy thinking about you. They're saying that they know that he likes you or loves you because he talks about you. Like, you always bringing her up. We don't even hear about the person that you're quote unquote dating as much as we hear about her. And it says, I'm not asking you to wait for me, but I can't give you the attention that you need right now. They're telling him that you're not going to be waiting for him. And he needs to address whatever issues is holding him back. They're also saying that if it's not you, meaning they're putting the ball in his court, because they're saying if it wasn't divinely favored who was in this position, you would have done the same thing as well. It's you. You need to address your issues. And I feel like he's agreeing with them. I feel like that's the realization he's coming into. And then it says divine timing. Divine timing. They're telling him that they believe the time is right. They feel like if he waits too long, you're going to walk away. It says, I'm focused on my money and my career right now. They could be telling them money and career isn't everything in the world. And they could be saying that I feel like this woman accepts you regardless of what your money is. So that can't be an argument. One more. You're so different from what I'm used to. They could be telling him that you're different from what he usually brings around or what he usually go for, but they feel like it's the best for him. That's what I'm picking up on. I said, I don't wanna wait in vain. Ooh, boy. Let me see if I can get to you. Okay, after you, I see Flex. Thank you, Flex. This is true. I'm there. Yeah, his childhood plays a role. Flex says, I may try that type of eating one day. Hey, Divine, here, just donate. Okay. Hey, Flex, interesting. Mm-hmm. Oh, you may try that ITEL eating. Okay, tell me your second question, Divinely Favored. Ooh, boy, ooh, boy. Cause I still can knock some more. I say, I don't wanna wait to pay for your love. Ooh. So he wants you to go out with his sisters and him. See, that's what I'm. Anywho. What is he looking forward to? That's a good question. You're my latest and my greatest, my latest, my greatest inspiration. You inspire me. I've been so many places. I've seen so many things, but none quite as precious as you. More beautiful than the Mona Lisa, worth more than gold. And something of my eyes behold, something like that. You're my latest and my greatest, my latest, my greatest inspiration. And I wanna go higher, higher. Let's see. What are you looking forward to for this get together? Ace of Coins, a new beginning. The Fool, two new beginnings. And the Sun. Ooh. Okay. Something is going to be offered up to you. Okay. I don't know what this offer is, but it's quite beneficial. This meeting is going to create a brand new beginning for this connection, okay? And it's in a good way. At the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Cups. Tell me, what do you want? What do you want What are you looking forward to? Five of coins. Five of coins plus the ace of coins. Five of coins plus the ace of coins and six of coins. That speaks to reciprocity. Yeah. I just saw the romance oracle card that says your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So this person may, I don't know, I don't want to, something is going to be offered. Something better is coming. Five of coins is not reciprocity. That's like not giving, not investing, right? It could even be like ignoring what's in front of your face. But when you add that ace of coins, baby, that transforms into the six of coins, which is reciprocity. Hello. Tell me more. What? Tell me more. The queen of fucking cups. Come on, love story. Come on. Come through, dude. Do better. And the judgment. Divine judgment up on his ass. Gotta walk. I just heard like in a Jamaican accent, I said, gotta walk. Gotta walk. So God in the midst of this. That's it. God is in the midst of this. Gotta walk. Mm-hmm. You're my latest and my greatest. My latest, my greatest inspiration. What? Child, I don't want to get too excited, but I just try to be. The angels up in the clouds are jealous, knowing we found something so out of the ordinary. You got me. And I'm singing this song for you. I love you in a place where there's no space or time. And when it's over, we'll be together. Because we're alone now. And I'm singing this song for you. Honey, you remember I said he was in the King of Cups energy? And he was looking away? Well, honey, his energy is shifting into the Queen of Cups. I want you to see the difference between the two of them. Where is the King of Cups? And energetically, his King of Wands is on him heavy. That King of Wands is riding him. Do you hear me? The King of Wands is riding his ass on it. He want that cootie cats. He want them big titties in his face. Let me stop. Whoa. I'm trying to find the King of Cups because I want to show you the difference between the two. Child. His King of Wands and his King of Pentacles is rising up, honey. And I'm singing a song for you. I know the vision of me. Something about what you wanted me to be. You're the vision you see. There he is, the King of Cups. So, it's no coincidence that I pulled him out and he's now looking at the Queen of Cups. But what I wanted to show you was that when I showed you the King of Cups, in regards to the Queen of Swords, he was looking away. But when he is now sitting in the Queen of Cups energy, he's looking towards. Remember, the Queen of Swords was over here. He's looking towards her, and he's extending himself. When he was in this energy, he wasn't extending. You notice he's on shore. He's on shore. His cup's out there, but it's not lifted up, and he's surrounded by all this water. Water's emotions, but he's just trying to barely put his feet in. He's afraid. He's protecting himself. But here comes the Queen of Cups energy, child. When I fall in love, it will be forever, or I'll never fall in love. When I give my heart, it will be completely, or I'll never give my heart. Somebody is from Seattle in this chat because I heard that song is from Sleepless in Seattle. The movie's called Sleepless in Seattle. So you're from Seattle. I don't know why I need to mention that. Whoever in this, not divinely favored. Somebody else. You're from Seattle. When I give my heart, have you ever been in love? You could touch the moonlight when your heart is shooting stars. You're holding heaven in your arms. Have you ever been so in love? Have you ever walked on air? Ever felt like you were dreaming when you never thought it could, but it really is that good? Have you ever been so in love? Let me find the lyrics to that damn song, honey, because you know my status already on me. I done can't sing, and y'all now butchering the people's fucking song. This is your lyrics that you need to hear from this song. Have you ever been in love? Have you ever? Have you ever? Have you ever been in love? Celine Dion. Have you ever walked on air? The song says, have you ever been in love? You could touch the moonlight when your heart is shooting stars. You're holding heaven in your arms. Have you ever been so in love? Have you ever walked on air? Ever felt like you were dreaming when you never thought you could, but it really feels that good? Have you ever been so in love? Have you ever been in love? You could touch the moonlight when your heart is shooting stars. You're holding heaven in your arms. Have you ever been in love? Have you? The time I spent, my God. It says, the time I spent waiting for something that was heaven sent. When you find it, don't let go. I know. This person is going to come into some realization that you are heaven sent. That's why the judgment card is here. Let me read it again. It says, the time I spent waiting for something that was heaven sent. When you find it, don't let go. I know. Have you ever said a prayer and found that it was answered? This person's going to feel like you're their answered prayer. All my hope has been restored, and I ain't looking no more. And I ain't looking anymore. Have you ever been so in love? Let me read that again. It says, have you ever said a prayer and found that it was answered? All my hope has been restored, and I ain't looking anymore. Have you ever been so in love? Have you? Someplace that you ain't leaving. Shit. Which y'all don't want me to get this message out? Someplace that you ain't leaving. Somewhere you're gonna stay. When you finally found the meaning, have you ever felt this way? The time I spent waiting for something that was heaven sent. When you find it, don't let go. Because have you ever been in love? You could touch the moonlight. You can even reach the stars. Doesn't matter near or far. Have you ever been so in love? Because have you ever been in love? Have you ever been in love? So in love. That's it, honey. That's it. The time I spent waiting for something that was heaven sent. When you find it, don't let go. I know. Have you ever said a prayer and found that it was answered? Oh, that's amazing. I was not expecting that. Well, you need to expect it. That's the thing. You got to expect it, babe. You got to expect it to experience it. You got to what? Expect it to experience it. You got to believe it to see it. It's not you going to believe it when you see it. You got to, what is that? You got to see it to believe it? No, you got to believe it to see it. All right? Have you ever been so in love? Shout out to my Seattle crew. Somebody's here from Seattle. I will be looking forward to it. Nice. Nice. I said nice. Nice. Okay, Flex. Okay. 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 When I read your when I read your question, Flex, I heard energy signature. So I don't know if you have a unique energy signature, and I don't know if there's an organization that's aware of that. I know some people may think that train of thought is far fetched. It's not. You can't. This world isn't just what it seems on the face as at face value or what it seems on the surface. There's more going on than me. There are people in this reality that have specific energy signatures, and their organization, like the big guy, you know who I'm talking, the big guy who oversee every country. Every country has one of them. You know what I'm talking about. Um, they be knowing. They be knowing. And I do believe at this time in our journey, with where technology is and where AI is, I do believe that they have like energy signature um, tools that can pick up on, like, let's say we're walking through an airport. I believe they have tools that could pick up on your energy signature, where they could see your energy, see that you're different, see that you're unique. And once they pinpoint those people, they're going to follow them. There are some people who always feel like they're being followed. They're not paranoid. It's something highly unique about them. And the powers that may be are watching them, are fascinated, are intrigued, keeping tabs. So, anywho, um, do you know that they have their own psychics and their own remote viewers? So it's nothing far fetched. You don't think they be scouring these YouTube streets? All these people who are delving into their clear energy, which is a clairaudient, clairsentient, clear cognizant, um, clairvoyant. They know that we have those gifts. Well, all of us are supposed to be clear, but most of us are dumbed down based on the conditioning. And the ones who are not dumbed down, even though they've been conditioned or they tried to condition all of us, the ones who broke through the conditioning, they keep tabs on you. So When someone says, oh, like I see some TikToks where people talk about they feel like they're being monitored or being watched, it's not far fetched. When they find very unique um, energy signatures, they follow them, they watch them, they keep tabs. They be knowing. They be fucking knowing. So let me get into it. What Flex says, I don't think it's far fetched because I can sense and I feel it. Yes, remote viewing with their nosy asses. Yeah, they be remote viewing. Child. Shit. I had elementals who came to this channel who tried to remote view my ass, but they just couldn't see what they wanted to see. Shit. So let's get the tea on you. Tell me. What's going on? What does he need to be aware of right now? What do you need to be aware of right now? What do you need to be aware of right now? Death card. There's some sort of transformation that's happening. What you need to be aware of right now. Ace of Swords. There is an ending coming for you, a major ending, but it's going to create a wonderful new beginning. Tell me what you need to know. The Hierophant. So you are being monitored. You notice how this person is above these two people? Right? If this question was just a general yes or no question, let's say we were saying, are you being monitored, right? And we put these three cards down. This is a yes. This is a complete fucking yes. The Ace of Swords and the Hierophant. The Death card is a no, but this is two yes or a no. So yes, you are being monitored from a higher up. An organization where the people wear robes and these fucking things on their heads. Once again, I feel like I channeled this message for you before. I feel like you shun an organization. Like they wanted you to be a part of them and you shun them. And now there's like they keep some sort of tab on you or something. Tell me more. That's why it's important to stay grounded through meditation, because when you could pick up on stuff like this, you can't really communicate it to the everyday person because they'll think you're cray-cray. They'll think you're paranoid. But they don't know. See, they don't have a certain energy signature. They're not being followed. They're not being monitored. So they don't, you saying that, they'd be like, oh, so what, why would they want to follow you? What's so special about you? I doubt it. That's crazy to think that way. What do you have for them to be wanting to follow you? Like, really? And I'm going to share this with you. Where I was, I just told you I traveled. Where I was, I was being followed. Where I was, I'll tell you where I was later as we move forward. I had to stay inside because the people's energy was so muted. In the country where I was there, they are so controlled and so conditioned that their energy was so muted that when I would go out amongst them, they would pull from me energetically. So let me explain something to you. Each of us have an energy field that extends outside of our bodies, right? When you go out and interact with people, if somebody you're interacting with has a lower vibration than you, like a lower energy field, and yours is more high, they're going to pull from you to bring up. So they're going to feel better in your presence. They're going to pull on your energy to bring themselves up. They are doing it unconsciously. When you get back home, you're going to feel drained. because they didn't lift you up, they took you down because they took from you. Okay? Now, if you go amongst high vibrational people like yourself, then you will feel elated, you will feel high, you'll feel amazing because both of you have the same energy signature. And so when you two of you come together, it's like it builds more, like it lifts up each other. When two negative people come together, it's like they don't really feel any type of way about it. The fact that the two of them are negative and toxic, they don't really feel no way because it's the same energy. Sometimes you will come together with a person who's really, really low vibrational and you're really, really high, and you two aggravate each other because it's like the energy is too far. It creates fiction. Sometimes you come amongst people who just hate you for no reason because their energy is so down and yours are so up. You feel me? Back to what I was saying. Where I was, the people's energy were muted. And when I would go out, I would feel absolutely drained. I would feel like when I get back where I was staying, I would feel like somebody ran me over with a bulldozer. So much so, I started to stay in. I stayed in most of my time there. I didn't go and explore. Only if one or twice I went anywhere to explore. I just couldn't. The people were so down, muted, conditioned. Oh my God. And not only that, I felt absolutely followed. I felt like somebody was always close to me, behind me, watching me. That's how it felt where I was. I also started to notice that where I was, it was as if they wanted to, as a foreigner, as if they wanted to control my perception of this place. Like, for instance, um, I had decided to stay there like on a little longer term. So I kind of got into like the local areas, right? And I noticed that when I would go in the fast food places, if I go in there, not if, when I go in there, it'd be empty. But as soon as I sit down, the place will become full. And I was like, this is interesting. You know what I mean? So this one particular place, I decided to watch one day. In the plaza, there was like a laundry and a laundromat and the fast food place. So I went to the laundry and I watched that fucking door. For the time that my laundry was being done, I watched that door. There wasn't much people going in there. One every maybe 45 minutes, two every so often. And they were going and leaving. Nobody was going and sit down. I kid you not, as soon as I fucking finished my laundry and I took my stuff with me and I went and got some food in that place and sat down, the place became full. It was as if they were trying to control my perception, as if they wanted to make it seem like, oh, we always have something going on. It was so, when I say it was like so fucking strange, it was strange as fuck. When I say I can't explain to you, strange as fuck. And there were some other things happening when it comes to like getting getting using the ride share apps and stuff. It's like I could not be in an environment that was so highly controlled. Like for instance, one night I went to a very popular thing that they usually have, right? And while I was there, um, I was taking videos and stuff, and the guy who was helping me with my thing, he was a staff. He he touched me in the end. He touched me and tried to show me a particular thing, and I'm like, why do you need to show that to me? Like, let me just enjoy this in an authentic way. It's like he wanted me to video this particular thing. Why does it matter? Why can't I just figure? I don't know if anybody get what I'm saying. Why can't I just video whatever the fuck I want to video? Why are you trying to? Not even that. Another reason why I felt like I was followed and being monitored. My data on my phone, it was out, right? and I was lost, and I was like, fuck me. How am I gonna get from out of here? Because I don't know where the fuck I am. Do you believe the data came back on the phone? The data came back on the phone, and I was able to put in my destination and find the train station on. I'm like, hold the fuck on, what's going on here? This is crazy. This is crazy. And then I'm usually somebody who don't be paying people a lot of attention because people give me a lot of fucking attention. They always give me a lot of attention, right? So I tend to keep my head straight. I don't really connect because the more I connect with people, the more I feel drained. So I don't connect. I don't make eye contact. I keep my head straight, right? But there was this one particular woman. I noticed that on three fucking occasions, I saw this woman and I'm like, this is crazy because this is a big fucking city. How is it that I'm gonna see you on three random places? And I wasn't staying in one particular place, right? Then I was on the train heading to another city, and this was like a hours train ride. This wasn't like no 2 hours. This was an hours train ride. So I had to get up. I had to get up and stretch my legs, and I went by the train door. The same woman, she drew closer to the door. She'd moved her seat and came by the seat by the door. And a man, he got up as well, and he stood um, on the inside, like a little bit closer from me. And I put my head on the door as if I was sleeping, but I wasn't sleeping. And he tapped me and he was like, be careful, be careful. And I'm like, I'm good. Like, why do I feel like I am being monitored? Like, why are you guys? I don't know if this sounds strange to you guys, but it was the weirdest fucking thing. So I said to myself, maybe they do this with all tourists, but it's crazy. How can they do it with all the tourists? Because it's so much fucking tourists that come to their country. But unless they have handlers, regardless of how much people come, they be having handlers watching everybody, but they just don't be noticing it. Because some people just don't notice certain shit. And maybe mine was more pronounced because I wasn't connecting with the people. Like I wasn't connecting because it's all about energy for me. If the energy doesn't feel good, it felt the energy of this country felt passive aggressive and fake as fuck. Like I don't know if anybody gets what I'm talking about. Have you ever been to like New York or Toronto, these big fucking cities, and you feel the possibilities of the city. You feel the different vibrations. You feel the little janky energy, but then you feel the joyous, amazing, wonderful energy. Awesome people. You get some sketchy people. You feel a different vibration. Where I was, it wasn't there. It was all like a performance. Like everything felt performative. Like the people were dumbed down and was wearing a mask. Do you feel me? And when I tell y'all where I was, I'm going to show y'all something that happened. Now, the thing about me is, when I show up anywhere in the world or where I show up anywhere, if you're doing some fucked up shit to people and getting away with it, your time coming to an end. Now, when I did show up in this particular place, some shit started to happen. I was like, I hope it ain't because I'm here. Because it was like, this is the fakest fucking place I've ever been. These people are fake as fuck. Like, no true joy, no true happiness. It's all a performance. Like, I could go to New York and I could feel like sketchy energy, but then I could feel like ambitious, exhilarated, um, excited, infused energy as I move through the people. These fucking people, prayer, muted, muted. Not only that, when I would rent like a hotel room or something, I noticed that the hotel rooms on the side of me, they would be occupied. Maybe one, it usually is one. If not two, I notice like one will be occupied. And if I don't go out that fucking day, the person on the side of me don't go out either. Do you hear me? If I don't go out, the person on the side of me don't go out. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Do y'all monitor every fucking tourist like this? Like, what about me is triggering y'all? I mean, I'm not surprised because I usually trigger with my energy. I usually trigger people. They don't understand somebody like me. And I know that when I show up, I can shift the atmosphere. So it's like, and I knew I was there for a reason. Like, I didn't pick up and go there just to go. I had to go for a reason. And I hear my next spot because it's the way the places come to me. Flex, give me a second. I'm gonna get back. I'm gonna get back to you. It's the way that the places come to me because I like to travel, but I don't have like a burning desire to go anywhere. But when it's time for me to go, I gotta go. And that's how it happened with this place. I had to go. So I knew that I had to be there for a specific purpose. And the person who normally promised me to go to these places, I realized their purpose in my life. This is what they said to me while I was there in this country. They said to me, "Oh, the next stop should be Africa." And I was like, fuck no, I can't bother. I can't. I can't fucking do it. I can't bother. I really don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about what's going on and all of the shit that they put dealing with. I don't care. Even though I know what my assignment in this life is. On a soul level, I do care, but in the physical level, like I'm like, I just want to live. Live. That's it. I don't give a fuck about all these other things that are going on and who don't like who and who doing this. Because you know why? This is how my soul is. My soul is a soul that remember that I saw the end of the movie already. Most people here on the planet, they're watching the movie and they're taking it in as if it's their first time. We've all seen the end, but most souls don't remember it. I remember that I've seen the end. It all ends well, regardless of how they're portraying this and that, and who's following, and who's watching, and who's tapping your phone, keeping tabs on you, putting up cameras on you. It all ends well. But they do this shit. I don't want y'all to think. I see some people on TikTok like talking about stuff like this that they feel like they're constantly being gang stalked and monitored. They be doing it. Not only, and I'm gonna say the name, not only the government does it, you have orders that do it as well. Like you have some fucking high performing, or they think they're high performing warlocks and witches that do this shit as well. It's not just the government who follows you when you have a certain energy signature. You have these orders that above the fucking government. Let's talk about that. Because we think the government are running this world. It ain't them. It's the orders above fucking them that runs it. And they be knowing who these people are with a special energy signature. Now, I don't know what it is about me. I don't know what it's about me that gets everybody riled up. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I came to enjoy my journey. That's it. I don't care about none of the other shit y'all got going on. Like, I don't care. Now, does my energy change the atmosphere when I get there? Yes, it does. But that's something I can't change, and y'all can't change it either. So let's go back to this is no coincidence that that you're asking me this question and this shit went down with me. This is no fucking coincidence. Now the person who said to me, but oh, the next stop is Africa. Yeah, no, I think I can't bother. I can't bother. I don't give a fuck. I don't really care. Let me share something else that happened to me while I was there. So that night when I went to this particular event, I couldn't get a ride out from where I was. The ride share app wouldn't give me a car, right? And then it made it seem like it wasn't just me, it was like everybody. Like you had like a group of tourists who just couldn't find their way out. Like the rideshare app wasn't working. Let me tell you what happened. So one of the workers came over to me and said, "Oh, if you would come to, we have a restaurant, and if you would come to the restaurant, we would pay for your ride to get you a ride from the restaurant." I was like, what the actual fuck? I was like, what the hell is happening? Anywho, um, oh, an American girl came over to me. Like she came over when the worker said something to me. She came over and she was like, "What did you say? You could get a ride from here or whatever, something along those lines." And I was like, "She what? Where?" She was eavesdropping because I wasn't paying attention, like people around me, because the way she just came in. So anywho, I was like, "Yeah, sure." She was like, you know, "Oh, look at the universe." Like it's as if she wanted me to start talking about the stuff that I talk about on my channel. Because she was like, "Oh, look at the universe." So I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything because the whole interaction felt orchestrated. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go along with it. I'm like, I don't really feel fear when I'm traveling. I just be like, I'm gonna go along with it. So I went along. Then they took us to this restaurant. It was me and two American girls. The two girls, they um they they said they're sisters, right? It was me, the two American girls, another dude, I don't know where the fuck he was from, the workers, right? And they took us in the back door. So the first American girl is like, "You're brave," something like along those lines. She was like, "You're brave because at least I have my sister, and you're going by yourself. You don't even," meaning we don't even know what's going on, like who these people are or whatever. Anywho, we went into the restaurant, but it felt like the whole setup was for me, meaning all of them wanted to hear what I had to say. Because remember, while I was there, I wasn't going anywhere. I was staying in my room. I was coming live. I wasn't really posting on social media about my experience there. And it made me feel like that particular country image is very important to them. And it made me feel like they wanted to know, like, what are you going to say when you go? Or what are you going to say when you finally decide to speak? Anywho, the two American girls, they sat down. Or they may be worried that I was a spy. I don't know what the fuck they would, like, really. Anywho, we sat down and as they're talking to me, I started to tune into them. And as I'm tuning into these two women, I see them in black cloaks. And I'm like, these two are fucking witches. What the fuck they want from me? So I'm listening to them. They're talking and we're talking. And then they started to bring up politics and they're telling me what's going on back on the western side of the world. And they're telling me how bad it's getting. And I tell them I feel like I'm in a alternate reality because I ain't been tuning in. Like when it comes to news, I don't listen to the news. Whenever anything comes on my YouTube about politics, do not recommend. I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear it. Okay. Um, Now, you guys remember when I did tap the energy when the election was happening and I tapped the energy, I told y'all that life as we know it has come to an end because of the fuckery the Trumpster was going to do. But that's it. I don't want to be caught up in the fuckery anymore. Right. And one of them, she said to me, like she's saying to me, almost like she wants me to tune in, like she's trying to say, you like you can't really just not pay attention with everything going on. It's almost as if they were pleading for me to step in, and I'm like, what can I fucking do? Like I don't know. I know I have a strong energy signature, but I don't know what I am, as in what my soul is or what they have recognized about me. But it's almost as if they were pleading with me to create a shift. And I don't know, am I that fucking powerful that I could shift a whole timeline? I don't fucking know. But the two of them were witches. Because as I sat there in front of them and I tuned in, I saw them in black cloaks. Like I saw the two of them sitting in front of me, talking to me in black cloaks, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening with me and these people? Like, what about me is triggering y'all? What about me is making y'all be on edge? Like, what is it? What is fucking it? I don't know. I really don't fucking know. And I'm like, this is crazy. If I tell you all the things I went through, just my days of traveling. Oh my God. But anyway, let me get back to Flex. Let me see what you guys are saying. Flex says, that's how I feel in this town, Divine. And it's the reason I took a job out of town as suggested. I'm going to move next. They want to control your perception. I try to keep my gaze straight like that, and everyone be staring like, hey, we see you. It's so fucking great. Flex, tell me I'm the same way. I try to keep my gaze. I don't like to connect with people because they drain my energy. They drain my fucking energy. No, they were doing it just towards you. No, they were doing it just towards you, and you didn't think you noticed. And didn't think you noticed. How could I not notice? How could I not notice? How could I not notice? Another thing, it felt like everywhere I went, like they had cameras up in the rooms. That's how it felt. Now that may be far fetched, I don't know, but it felt like everywhere. But it shouldn't be, because how controlled this place was, they can control everything. But if you could control the rideshare app, where I couldn't get any fucking car out where I was, right? And if you could control the fucking phone that I didn't have any data, and as soon as I said I am lost, the data came back on. I'm talking about I had 0 minutes, no data, nothing. Okay, and it came back up, and I was able to put in my destination and all that stuff. If you could control that, you could control all the other stuff. To whoever is listening, I'm not interested. Like, y'all do you. Whatever y'all know about me as my energy signature, y'all keep it to yourselves. Cause I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I'm not interested. I'm not in all the fuckery y'all got going on. Because you know what? You know what's saddened me about this place? It's like people are not evolving fast enough. Everybody's not, they're not trying to love on themselves, and therefore they're not loving each other. Everybody's about their ego and power and hate and all the nastiness of life. Everything is a fucking money grab. Nobody's genuine no more. But anywho, let me get back to you. Why are y'all following him? Tell me why y'all following. Tell me why y'all following him. Now, with the two witches, I don't know what they expected me to do. I don't know what they expected me to do. Like, and then homegirl was trying to get up in my phone. She was like, when she tried to give me like her number and for me to put it in, she literally tried to stand over me. I'm like, come on, babe. Come on. I think it's because I give off this very nonchalant vibe, like I'm not paying attention. I don't need to pay a fucking attention because I'm a clairvoyant. What I don't see with my natural eyes, my third eye will show the fucking, it'll show it to me. Like even this place where I'm at tonight, I know why I'm here. Stop playing with me, man. And then sometimes they try to project shit on you. Anywho, now I don't understand what those two was asking me, because it's like I told you, one of them, it was like she was trying to say to me, like, you need to tune in because what's going on. She's trying to make it seem, she's trying to not make it seem, trying to make me aware how bad things are, saying people are getting pulled out their cars on the highways and sitting in the rest. I tell her I don't know what's going on because I don't be paying attention. Y'all put the dude in, so why the fuck y'all crying over what he's doing? Well, I shouldn't say they put him in, because when I was tapping the energy that night, something was amiss. That's why I couldn't tell if it was going to be him or it was her. It was leaning towards her, that it went towards him. But something was amiss. And I don't feel like he was the real winner. That's how I feel. Because something was hidden. But not only that, the powers that be, because we know that ain't him and these people we put in charge over us in these countries, they ain't the powers that be. It's the orders above them. They know what they were doing when they put him in. So stop fucking around. All y'all know what y'all was doing. Anywho, let me see. Why y'all following Flex? Why are y'all following him? Spaz out. I don't know. Somebody could be wanting you to like lose your composure. Somebody's name could be Brian. Don't allow them to shift your energy. Like, I feel like they would want you to be in an angry energy. I think I sent you that jumper. Use that jumper I sent you to shift your timelines. Or find any timeline, jump in meditation and shift your timelines. Maybe I should shift the timelines and let's see what happens. Since they believe so much in fucking me and I don't know what I am, and these two witches, they look like they really believe that I can do something. They were Latino, by the way. They were powerful witches too. Energetically, I felt them. But they were also afraid in my energy. Like when I was in their presence, they were afraid. And you know what's interesting? While we were in the restaurant, every time I would talk, the whole restaurant would go quiet. Like they had these tables. It was our table, one, two, us, two, three, four, maybe like five tables. And every time they would ask me something and it was time for me to talk, the whole restaurant would go quiet. Like they would go quiet. Do you hear me? Tell me why y'all following him. Why y'all following him? Temperance, Knight of Swords, and the King of Coins. Why would they? It's something about your money. They could be wondering something about your money. Also, it's like they don't want you to speak something or say something. Look at this. You see how this animal is attacking this person? The Knight of Swords is somebody who rushes in with the truth. You see how he's attacking this person? It could be that they don't want you to find out a particular truth because they know you'll speak about it. So, to your question, I mean, I know I went off letting you guys know what's what, right? But to your question, are you being followed? Absolutely. Monitored? Absolutely. Is this town predominantly white? Because maybe that's another thing. If it's predominantly white and you're black, you know they're gonna watch you. That's just how it's gonna be. If it's not, if it's not predominantly white, it's because of your energy signature. I guarantee it. These people be fucking knowing. They be knowing. Tell me. Tell me. Why y'all? Let me use this one. Oh, you know what's interesting? I just heard that your masculine and your feminine energy might be very balanced, and they're not used to that. Hmm. You should be, if your masculine and your feminine energy is that balanced, you should be way more financially successful. I don't know if you guys noticed that they've been trying to feminize men these days. You know why? Because if we throw off the energy balance, meaning you have more feminine energy than masculine energy, remember it's a yin and yang, then you can control the environment better. You control, that's why certain countries in the world, it's easier, the control is heavier than the Western, or I should say certain Eastern countries. It's easier to control those countries because the men are in feminine energy. And that's what they've been trying to do to the Western men as well, get them in feminine energy, throw their energies out of balance. We have masculine and feminine energy. The male is supposed to predominantly be in the masculine, and the female is supposed to predominantly be in the feminine, right? But you could also have very, very balanced energies, okay? And if you could find that, you would be very, very successful. But I've been noticing that they have been taking steps to feminize men in the Western world. Because if you could feminize them, you throw off the energetic balance and therefore you control the people more. Remember, the feminine energy is also softer, more docile. The masculine energy is more so aggressive, more take charge, more I will overthrow this shit. So that's why they've been trying to feminize these dudes. You only notice it? I don't know if you only notice it. You only notice that they've been trying to feminize men in the Western world lately? Tell me more. Tell me more. Tell me more. Why y'all following this man? Body work, light and love. It's your energy. And music. I think somebody may realize that you're not easily conditioned. Because you know, you could use music to condition somebody. You could play music and put people in a trance. They may have put on a piece of music while, let's say you're in the restroom and you heard a piece of music playing. And normally this music could change your vibe, and they realize that your vibe didn't change. So now they're wondering, what the fuck? We need to keep tabs on him. You are the king of swords. Your brain is your power. It says light and love. This light is coming from this person. It's radiating from this person. Something about you that you're giving off, an energy that you're giving off. You're radiating something that's causing them to give you more attention. I believe you have a unique energy signature. I just heard they don't trust you. Why don't they trust you? 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 The king of fucking swords, they just said that. They can't read you. They can't pinpoint. They can't predict how you're going to move, what you're going to say. The magician. Because that's what they try to do. The magician speaks to control. And see, they can't strong arm you. That's why they're watching you, babe. If they could have strong arm you and control you or hypnotize you, um, you know the movie Get Out? That's not just a movie. That's what people do on a daily. You could speak to people in a certain cadence with your voice, use certain words to trigger certain behaviors. They can't do it with you. You're not conditionable. Is that the right word? Is that even a word? You're not able to be conditioned and they recognize it. So it's almost like a threat. You could string words together in a way to hypnotize people. You know that? And I think they may have tried it with you and it doesn't work. I know they've tried it with me and it don't work. So that's what I'm picking up on. It ain't far-fetched. You ain't wrong. They are monitoring you. It has something to do with money. They don't trust you. They try to condition you or they try to say stuff to you in a way that would shift you. It didn't work. And that's why they're watching you. They could be afraid that you will cause an ending or change something with the death card. They don't want that. But your life isn't by coincidence. You're there for a reason. So stand firm. Don't allow yourself to drop down into fear. Stay confident and stay calm. Stay at peace. You know, up your meditation practices. Okay. See yourself surrounded by a golden light. That's what I want you to do. When you go out amongst these people, I want you to visualize seeing yourself being surrounded by a golden light. Okay? That's what I have for you, my love. Let me see what you're saying. Yes, you did. I will listen again. Jump the timelines. Quantum Leap. Yeah. No, it's combo white and black, like 60/40. I used to produce music. Oh, well, I need my energy to attract the right woman and not these stalkerish people. I don't know. That just wow. King of, I will stay confident. Thank you. My pleasure. My absolute pleasure. Okay, let me see who's next. Hey, Sigma. Let's see. Let's see how they think about. Let's see how they think about it. I will stay confident. Thanks. Song recommendation. When one comes to me, I'll let you know. I just heard the one. I think I gave you the song before. You got powers, superpowers. Do you even know how to wield them? All God's children are special, but not like you. No, not like you. You're just like a flower, ever giving. Did I give you that song before? You've come a long way, kid. And let me just say this, you're the main character now. You're entering the period of your life where you're the main character. So you just shut these people out. They can't do anything to you. That's why they're watching. If they could have done something, they would have done it. Think about it. That's why they're watching. They can't do nothing to you. That's why they're just watching. You're the main character now. Lift your head to the sky. Thank you. Let's see. How do you all feel about what went down? How do you all feel? How do you all feel? Do they know? Talk to me, Sigma. Do they know? Wands is like not knowing, not sure. Do they know? Where is Sigma? I did not talk to my manager yet. She was on her day off, but the mods know. Okay. Okay, okay. Let's see. And let's see. What do y'all feel? How y'all feel about what happened? So we can read the energy as whether if they know, we'll get the energy from that, and if they gonna find out or when they find out, because energy is complete. Creation is complete. So we could read it as they know or how they're gonna feel when they find out. You got what I'm saying? I think you get it. Um, Tell me how y'all feel. Tell me that how y'all feel. Tell me how y'all feel. They didn't like it. These ain't. They did not like it. They did not like it at all. They didn't appreciate it at all. They do not like it. They when I say they don't like it, they don't like it. Do you hear me? They felt like it was an immature move, and they felt like this person was arrogant or in their ego. It was a bad judgment on this person, a poor judgment on this person's part. Okay, these cards ain't good at all. You got 10 of Wands, 2 of Swords, 8 of Cups, 4 of Coins, 2 of Coins, 8 of Coins. They feel like she needs to put in some more work into herself to handle situations better because it was poorly handled. It wasn't well handled at all. They maybe considering letting her go. They may be considering letting her go with the 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups is walking away, but then the 4 of Coins is holding things back. So they're keeping that information to their chest. They're not letting them know. They're keeping that information to their chest. They haven't decided what they're going to do about it yet, but they're going to do something. And she needs to be careful. Now, I don't know if this letting her go, okay, I shouldn't say I don't know. I don't feel like this letting her go is just because of what happened with you, but you could have been the icing on the cake, meaning the situation with you could have been the final straw because they could be letting her go too because she's not performing. Because think about it, if they have to bring you from outside to get the results that they desire, then why the fuck do they need to have her there? Why she needs to be there? And they paying her more than they paying you. And she doesn't have the insight or the know-how to get the job fucking done. So they thinking about letting her ass go. Somebody may be lobbying for her though, saying that she needs training. 8 of Coins could speak to training as well. Training how to handle situations with staff. But there's a 10 of Wands here, another energy of ending. So they didn't like it. They didn't appreciate it at all. Is she going to get her money back? Is she going to get her money back? Is she going to get her money back? Yes. Yes. Yeah. Um, look forward for them to compensate you. Now, I don't know if the compensation is going to be like, hey, we're paying you back for the Ubers, or it could just be like a bonus without saying to you that this is what we're giving you it for. There's definitely a wonderful new beginning happening for you in this situation, and something that you're going to absolutely love. They're going to give you some sort of offer. Is it going to be a managerial role? I don't know, because they may feel like you're too soft. Like they may feel like you're not as aggressive as they would like you to be. But you sure know what the fuck you're doing. Oh, maybe I'm wrong, because the King of Pentacles is a managerial role. I don't. Oh, they may be leveling you up, babe, and more money is involved. Nine of Pentacles. Something is about to change for you. Change for you in a wonderful way. You're moving from the Six of Swords, which is rough waters and the calm waters. You're moving from a little to a lot. Seven of Wands. Yeah, this energy of feeling like you have to defend yourself has come to an end. Uh-huh. And this is something you've been praying for. You've been praying, possibly praying for more money, or praying for a calmer work environment. That is coming to you with the Ace of, see, the Ace of Pentacles. But to your question, they don't appreciate what happened, and they're going to address it. Um, Also, they're going to compensate you for the monies that you spend. It may be a direct compensation, like to say, here, we want to reimburse you. But I feel more so it's going to be like them giving you a bonus. I don't know if it's going to be a raise, but it's definitely something that they're going to give to you that's going to make you feel really, really good. I've just heard that they like your body of work. Somebody thinks that you're very creative and you have an eye, like a creative flair. You have an eye for the creative. That's what I'm hearing discussed about you. Like good things are being said about you in rooms that you've never even walked in. I want you to know that. Yeah, good things are being said about you. Okay? Just a heads up. hmm Yeah. It's like, yo, I knew this lady. I used to I worked to a place, right? And there was this lady. She was in management, but she wasn't like higher management, right? But she had favor in the higher management team. Like I'm talking about head office, like headquarters type of management, not the on the ground managers. I'm talking about the overseers of the whole organization. And there was with plenty companies underneath this organization, right? She had an issue with a manager that was above her, right? And this person was really nasty to her. Do you know the fucking management team flew down? Everybody was shocked because they didn't know she was that regarded. Like they held her in high regards. Do you hear me? They held her in high regard, and they flew down. And do you know that manager who was above her that um, was nasty to her? They fired that person. They fired him. And apparently she'd been with the company for years, and what people didn't know was that she had like a person, not a personal, like, like buddy, but she had a great relationship with the owner of the company. Like when he would come into her branch, that she would be the one that he really talked to, or if he needs anything done, he don't care who's above her. Like I guess he just was drawn to her, or maybe he just loved her work ethic. She would be the one that he just leaned towards. But over the years, as people change, um, um, people who came in, they didn't know. They didn't know. Um, and you know what's interesting? It was something similar like you. The the branch where she went, that wasn't her branch because where she was, they knew how favored she was, right? But this branch where she went, these people didn't know about her on that level. And so they mishandled her. The big manager there mishandled her. And the big managers, they flew down and they fired that motherfucker. They fired him. And so I feel like it's a similar situation with you. You found favor in rooms that you've not entered just by your work. It's like your work speaks for itself. Your integrity speaks for itself. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Um, I don't know if you've heard anything about this, but there could be getting ready to close branches. The parent company, I'm hearing this clearly, the parent company could be getting ready to close branches. I just heard that fucking Shein. So I don't know if your parent company has like clothing brands underneath it because I just heard that fucking Shein. You know Shein is a monster in the what do you call it, consumer world. Um, but as I mentioned, that person that I knew from the job, she encountered something similar. They had closed her branch, but they didn't let her go. They let everybody else go, but they didn't let her go. They moved her to a different branch. So if your branch, let's say your branch ended up getting closed, you don't have to say anything about your branch here, okay? But let's say your branch ends up getting closed. They're probably going to move you because I'm seeing this in my head clearly with that woman. But there's something going on. I don't want to hear that. I just heard economic collapse. I hope that's not the case because that don't sound like that's just about your situation. That sounds like that's bigger than all of us. But I don't know if your parent company have to close down some branches. Your parent company has a lot of companies underneath its belt, and the economic landscape is shifting. Because in my head, I just saw like an earthquake, and it's like after the earthquake happened, the landscape doesn't look the same anymore. Now that is symbolic, but I don't know exactly what they're trying to tell me. Somebody's name may be Doreen, Maureen, Maureen, Doreen, David and Co. David and Co. I'm seeing somebody in a lawyer office carrying like an official document to be signed. So maybe something is going to be signed off to close down some of the branches. Um, I just heard they're not going to succeed. I just heard they're trying to collapse the economy, but they're not going to succeed. I think it's because the whole paradigm is shifting. I think because it's because the whole, I feel like the timeline is collapsing. And I feel like the egotistical energies of this matrix is trying to keep it going. But we are evolving, not everybody, because where I was in the world, I feel like their evolution is very slow. But I feel like a lot of us are evolving, and a lot of helpers are here to shift us energetically. That old way of being, that old way of control is collapsing. So no matter what they do, no matter what they try to do, even if they try to hit us with a second 2020, because 2020 was orchestrated, it was not natural. Even if they try to hit us with another one of that, it's not going to work. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I have for you, my love. Um, Let me see what you're saying. What is Sigma saying? Sigma said, I felt I was there as a test for her. Yes, they paid him 6 figures. The beauty department look awful. Oh, I got it. I got it back. I renovated the beauty in 5 days with just 2 people helping me, and they just half shifts. I heard from the construction men other stores had 7 people to do the renovation. Wow. I'm thankful. Thank you, Divine. I heard the news. We seem to be doing good. I heard on the news we seem to be doing good and we are opening 2 new branches. The manager mentioned if anyone is interested to apply a new position. But it may not be your parent company. Do you know? You don't have to say what the company is. Do you know? It's like what I'm seeing is like a parent company that has like many companies underneath its belt, and some of the branches are going to get closed. So maybe not your particular store, like whatever your store, like say your store name was Orange Juice. Like it's not, it doesn't have to be like the orange juice's stores that's gonna get closed. But let's say this company has the store orange juice and apple juice and grape juice underneath their belt because it's a parent company. It could be the grape juice stores that are being closed or um the apple juice stores. You follow what I'm saying? You don't have to say your, don't say your store in the chat. It's something along those lines. Oh yes, maybe other stores. Yeah, maybe. That fucking Shein. Now the thing with Shein is right. Shein has made so much money. Shein could do better qualities when it comes to the clothing. Like that polyester, they need to do better at that. Give us some cotton. Give us some real linen, some real cotton, some real. Y'all be too much polyester, man. Come on now, Shein. You gotta do better than that. And polyester ain't good for the body. Every fucking thing is polyester, polyester. Okay, let me get to the free list. Let me see who I have on the free list. The angels up in the cloud, a jet of snow we found, something so out of the ordinary. Let me see who's on the free list. I don't remember. Free list. Hey, Empress. I don't even see the down list. Lady A, are you here? So the last list I have is Lady A. Who else? Okay, Yasmin. Let's see. Universe, what do you need Yasmin to know? If you want a free, just drop free because I don't see the list no more. Yeah, I don't even know what the list is. The angels up in the cloud are jealous. No, we found something so out. Erebe ese endere. Robe andereba. Roboke enderebe. Okay, what do the husband need to hear right now? Elementals. Hi, elementals. It says awakening, Yasmin. Look at things from a different perspective. A temporary standstill. It's important to be yourself. Okay, so you could be experiencing a temporary standstill. Something could be put on pause, or something is about to be put on pause, but it's only temporary, okay? The universe wants you to look at it from a different perspective. If your normal perspective is to look at the negative, the universe is asking you to look for the positive, because this is going to assist you in leveling up in your awareness, in the way that you approach life, okay? Or in the way that you approach challenges. All right? That's what I have for you, my love. The angels up in the cloud are jealous. No, we found something so out of the ordinary. Stola. Okay, Stola. Universe, what do you need Stola to know? What do you need Stola to know right now? Let the card fly out. Let the card fly out. What do you need Stola to know? Release. Stola. It says release, the end of a phase or a situation. So there's an ending happening for you. It says spiritual transformation, time to move on. The universe is asking you to let go of something and move forward. It could be something that you don't want to let go of. I feel like you've outgrown something. It could be a place, it could be people, it could be a mindset. The universe is saying it's time to put this to rest. I just see somebody tucking me in my bed. So it's like, put it to bed, put it to rest, let it be. Okay, move on. All right, something is going to happen within 13 days, just to let you know. So that's what I have for Stula. Thanks, ma'am. Love and light to you. Love and light to you too. Okay, thank you. Day. Which day? Today? Yesterday? Stock, 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 stock. I like you too, husband. Okay, Day. Universe, what do you need Day to hear right now? What do you need Day to hear right now? Page of Earth. It says scholarly, dependable, patient, successful. Good news about financial matters, wanting to do something more challenging, a new area of study. Study to show thyself approve. You may need to focus on something more. You may need to read the fine print of something, or you need to delve a little bit deeper into some sort of information before you make any sort of judgment or um, assumptions, okay? There is good news coming your way. It could be about your monies or financial matters, or if you're young, it could be the financial matters of the adults around you. If you're not young, the reason why I say young because page speaks to youth, okay? If you're not young and you're an adult, it could be that you're getting some good news about your money, all right? If you're considering going back to school or taking up some sort of study, go ahead. This is the right time to do so. All right. Okay, Day. Shirley. Shirley the Silver Fox. Shirley, are you here? Shirley. Thank you so much. My pleasure. Shirley. Shirley, what do you need to hear right now? Let me see how I look in with it. Okay, good. Because the last time my phone went dead. I'm loving the lighting. Shirley, what do you need to hear right now? The wheel, honey, the wheel. I just saw the wheel, but I'm gonna take this one. This one fell out. This one fell out in reverse. It says the Emperor in reverse. My God. Organization and logic, structure and discipline and leadership is in reverse. Hmm. You may not be operating your most authentic self. The Emperor upright is an amazing energy, but reversed, he is the dark heart. So you may not be operating your most authentic energy. And that's what you need to be in to pull in the most amazing things in your life. But I just heard delayed but not denied. So, whenever you're ready to shift your energy, you can. All right, my love, that's what you need to hear. The angels up in the clouds are jealous knowing we found something so out of the ordinary. Okay, we had Shirley. Anybody else for the free? Since those two witches think I could shift the timeline, I'm gonna see what I can do. So if y'all hear some good news happen as it relates to all this fucking chaos that's going on, know that I did something, okay? I'm gonna see what I can do because they have faith in me. They came all the way to where the fuck I was. And when I say I be minding my business, I be minding my motherfucking business. I be living in my own world. When I say I be living in my own world, I be living in my own world. You got me saying the angels up in the clouds are jealous, no we found. I miss living in my own world without distractions. I think you're allowing it to distract you, babe. I know. Why can't you live in your own world still? You don't know how not to give a fuck? You don't know how to say fuck it? There's no fucks over here to be given. What's bothering you? Is it because of what's going on? In the grand scheme of things, remember we are all divine beings, choosing every single version of reality that's happening. Nothing is going wrong and nothing is going wrong. I don't care how atrocious it seems. Now, if you think that we are not all divine beings and then we have to do this and we have to, girl, I gave my power away and I'm taking it back. That's right. That's all you got to do. My mom says I live in a cocoon and said that's not good. She's like, you live in a cocoon. That's not good. That's not good. Maybe I'm going through an eternal transformation because when you're in a cocoon, you're transforming, right? I just like the happy things in life. I like laughter. I like joy. I like peace. I like calm. You know, that's the good things, the simple things. I don't find a need to be interested in what my neighbor got going on. Like that's their business. What you got going on is none of my business. Your money in my business. I just don't have that energy. Like I just wasn't conditioned. I didn't believe what they tried to teach me. I didn't believe nothing they tried to teach me because it don't make no fucking sense. You notice how people live their lives stress the fuck out. They lobby, they campaign, they protest. They just enjoy having something to feel bad about. What about just feeling good? Why don't you choose to feel good? Just feel good. One of the most powerful techniques, and I haven't mastered it as yet, but I'm just sharing it with you guys because it's powerful, but I just say master it yet. Um, what I have mastered is, meh, I don't have to think about that right now. That is my power tool. When I realize my thoughts are taking me over, I say, meh, I don't have to think about that right now. But what I'm about to share with you is even more powerful than that. This is the most powerful tool, one of the most powerful tools in the universe, is to choose the thought that makes you feel good, even if it's not logical. It's the hardest fucking thing to master. But if you can get that, like let's say, for instance, somebody being deliberately mean to you, you have the power to choose the thought you think. Let's say somebody gave you um, the orange. You wanted grapes, and they gave you an orange. I'm just trying to use it as an example. And you know that they know you wanted the grapes, and you know that their intention in or behind giving you the orange was to upset you. You know it because you know you wanted the grapes, and you know they know if they gave you the orange it would bother you. You can exercise this powerful tool of choosing the thought that makes you feel better. Listen to me. So instead of saying, I know this motherfucker just give me this orange to try and ruin my day, you could think a thought that feels better. You could think a thought that says, they probably gave me this orange because they think I would like it. Now you're going to say, that's not true. I know they didn't give it to me because it doesn't matter if it's true. It's all about the thought that makes you feel better. Because the thoughts that you think creates your energy field. It creates your vibration. I know it's tough to listen to what I'm telling you, but if you can grasp this and master this, yo, you will be flying high all the time. Life will start manifesting for you in a way that seems magical. Do you hear me? If you can master thinking the thought because it feels good, not because it's logical or it makes sense. But you can't share that with anybody because they're going to think you're delusional or woo woo or crazy. But it's just for you and you alone. So instead of you thinking, um, yeah, this person gave me this orange because they're trying to disrupt my day, you think a thought that makes you feel good. Your thought is, oh, they probably gave me this orange because they know it's sweet and they probably was thinking that I would like it. But the key is you must feel it in yourself. You can't lie to yourself. When you think the thought, this motherfucker gave me this orange because they trying to ruin my day, you're going to feel the anger of that thought. Remember, your anger is caused by an angry thought. So when you think that thought, this motherfucker gave me these fucking oranges so that my day can be ruined, you feel that anger. You feel that nasty feeling of anger in your being, in your body. I don't know where you feel it. I feel it in my chest and in my belly. You feel that. You feel angry. I can't stand this bitch for giving that to me. But that's not serving you. Now, when you think the thought of, this person gave me this oranges because they're sweet and they probably think I like it. Check your feeling. I'm teaching you a technique now. When you think that thought of, this person gave me this orange because they know it's sweet and they know I will like it, check the feeling behind that. If you if when you think that thought you didn't feel good, let that thought go. You can't move on with that. You have to find a thought that's going to make you feel a little bit better than that angry thought that you thought when you think, this motherfucker gave me these oranges because they know it's going to ruin my day. Okay, that's where you're at. You're feeling bad. You're feeling angry. It's really just two feelings. It's good and bad, right? Anger, bad. You're feeling bad. So you think the thought of, this motherfucker gave me this orange because they know it was going to ruin my day. And then you think another thought like, well, I'm not sure they gave me the orange to ruin my day. and then you feel a little annoyed. Anger and annoyed is a little bit different. Or angry and annoyed. You following me? The thought of this motherfucker gave me this orange to ruin my day is anger. And then you think the thought of maybe they didn't give it to me to ruin my day. I don't know what they were thinking. But you suck your teeth because you feel annoyed. Annoyed is better than anger. And then you find another thought that says, I mean, well, grapes are sweet and orange are sweet, so it's probably ain't as bad. And you feel a little bit better. And then you think another thought like, maybe what I really need today is oranges. You know, maybe that's what I was supposed to have today. I don't know. And that thought makes you feel a tad bit better. And then you say to yourself, if I truly believe that the universe is working things out in my favor, then these oranges is what I'm supposed to get at this particular time because I'm right exactly where I'm supposed to be. And you feel a little bit better. Then you find another thought and you're like, I probably need to get some vitamin C in it anyway. And oranges is a good source of vitamin C. And that thought makes you feel better. And then you find another thought and you're like, you know what? Let me try these oranges and see how good they are. And that thought makes you feel a little bit better. And okay, you did the action of trying the orange and you're like, these oranges are actually really sweet. They're nice. And that thought makes you feel much better. And you got to keep going until you start to feel good. That's the trick. You feel me? That's the trick. Try to keep your energy steady and stable. Because when somebody makes you feel bad or something happens that makes you feel bad, that negative energy weakens your energy field. So people could get to you because you just weaken. But if you could armor up, when you feel good, you armor up. Do you hear me? But you have to talk your way in your mind because every thought has a feeling attached to it. Every micro thought has a feeling attached to it. You have to talk yourself down or talk yourself up. But it's a tool that you have to practice. It's not going to come to you overnight. I ain't master it. I'm telling you, I ain't master this. Sometimes I'm aware and I do it, but sometimes I just be in the moment and I just be letting my thoughts run away with me. The moment you can master this technique, hey, when I say things will start going your way, it's like the movie The Yes Man. You ever watch that movie? Go watch it, The Yes Man. Somebody here is from Canada who's listening to me. You've never heard this perspective before. Yeah, because that's how life works. It's different levels to perception, different levels to reality. When you can master that technique, you are off and flying. Like, let's say, for instance, somebody lies to you and you feel that lie, you feel that pain, you feel betrayed. That's what the lie makes you feel, betrayed. So if you say to yourself, okay, I'm going to use this technique, Divine taught me about this technique, I'm going to talk myself out of the feeling of betrayal into something that feels better. And you say to yourself, oh, I'm not bothered by the lie. So what? You don't feel better. If you want to be honest with yourself, when you think that thought, I'm not bothered by that lie, so what? You did not feel better. And that's not how it works. It's not lying to yourself. It's literally taking a thought, going thought by thought, and checking the temperature of the thought, meaning checking to see how it makes you feel. So this person lies to you, and you say to yourself, this lie really hurts me. Okay, what feeling is attached to that thought? This lie really hurts me. Is it still betrayal? Because in the moment this person lies to you and you find out it's a lie, you don't even have to think the thought. You feel that feeling of betrayal right there and then. As you feel that feeling of betrayal, your energy field has just been weakened. Okay, you're going to talk yourself back into power. So you say to yourself, this lie really hurts me. And how does that thought feel compared to Okay, let's start off with the first thought. The first thought could be, I can't believe this motherfucker done lie to me. That's pain, that's betrayal, that's anger. And then you find another thought that's a little bit less um, geared up than that first thought. And maybe the thought is, this person really just lied to me. That could be an energy of acceptance, could be a feeling of acceptance, right? Then you find another thought and you're like, I wonder if they know how much it would have hurt me when they decide to lie to me. And how did that thought make you feel? If that thought made you feel more angry, then you let that thought go. You go back again, you start again. This calls for attentive work. In the Bible, it says, take every thought under subjection. That's what you're doing. It calls for you to sit in the moment and take your thoughts one by one, one by one. It calls for you to stop being so reactive. So you say to yourself, I did not expect this person to lie to me. And you feel the pain again of betrayal. And then you think another thought. Do I really have to embody this lie? Like, do I really have to pull this into me? And then you feel the pain of uncertainty. Because right now there's like confusion. You feel confused. Then you say to yourself, I don't know why this person chose to lie to me. And you may feel a little bit of relief from that. You're still up there in betrayal, but you ain't as hurt as the first thought. I don't really know why this person had to lie to me. Then you say stuff like, why do people lie anyway? It's like you're stepping out of the situation and you're becoming an observer of your thoughts and the situation. Instead of a victim, you're becoming an observer. You say, why do people lie? And now you're in the energy of curiosity. You're in the feeling of, you're not feeling so much betrayal, you're feeling more so curious. And you can answer that question in your head. You could say stuff like, a lot of time people lie because they may feel like if they tell you the truth, it's going to hurt you. So even though the intention wasn't as bad, even though the lie is painful, the intention behind it wasn't as bad. And you feel a little bit of relief, right? Keep walking, don't stop there. Because if you stop fucking there, those negative thoughts that you've been thinking all this time have more power than the positive thoughts. So if you stop right there when you say, oh, about their good intentions, even though they didn't, whatever. If you just let that be right there, in a matter of 2 minutes, those negative thoughts are gonna pull you. That have pulling power. So you got to keep talking to yourself till you feel good. So you say, I've lied before. Mm-hmm. You feel a little bit better because you're kind of putting yourself in this person's shoe now. And you know what? My intentions as well was to try and protect the person, and you feel a little bit better. You keep on keeping on. Should I just throw this whole person away because of one lie? You feel a tad bit better. You keep on keeping on. No, I love this person. And you know what? Actually, I'm open to hearing what their reasons were because I might be projecting my thoughts on them. I don't know what the truth of their thought process is. And you keep going because everybody thinks differently. And you keep going. You know what? This person means more to me than a lie. And you feel the release in your body. Because emotions, you feel that in your body. You feel your emotions. If you're not aware of it, you're not going to pick up the fact that your body is tense. Next time you start to feel any negative emotion, I want you to pay attention to your body. When you have that release, when you talk your way from the negative emotion into a positive emotion, you're gonna feel the release in your body. It's either your ass cheeks is gonna release, like they, because your ass cheeks probably clench, your belly clench, something is gonna be clenched, and you're gonna feel the relief as you release that negative emotion. And then you think another thought, like, you know what? I really don't have to think about this right now. I could do something else with my time. And I'm sure that when we talk, I'm going to be able to get more clarity. And you know what? Because I've lied in the past myself, I can forgive this person, you know. I might be making too much of a big deal about this. I'm going to let this go for now. I don't have to think about this. Are you in excitement at this point? No. But you're not in anger. You're not in betrayal. You're not in disappointment. You're more in a neutral place. And you say to yourself, your final thought is, I don't have to think about this right now. I can think about something else like, what am I going to eat for dinner today? You feel me? That technique there, if you can grasp that, if you can master that, watch how your life will take off. I tell you I master it. I'm just sharing with you. I ain't master it. Because sometimes when I'm in the midst of it, your girl be reacting. But there are times when I do employ that technique. I do exercise that to keep myself steady. Okay? Y'all know nothing happens for by coincidence. Zen. And that's what we're trying to keep. We're trying to stay zen. Zen, are you here? Please. No free. Okay. So I see Zen in here. Anybody else here? I said, anybody else is here? 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 I said, anybody else is here? Ooh, I think she did. Anybody else is here? Anybody else is here? Thank you for the likes. Hold on, let me come back. I'm gonna come back. Give me a sec.